and breathe. Welcome to New Earth Lifestyles, 2014 edition. I'm Janie King, your host of the show. I want to give a nice thank you to Lisa Ouellette of the Greater Manchester Holistic Meetup Group for sponsoring this show, and hope she's doing well. And she is actually a psychic reader. You can look for her at different psychic events around Manchester or New Hampshire. So thank you for joining me today. Happy 2014. This is a great year. I'm really excited about shifting gears into this new year. I hope you are too. 2014, if you add those numbers, 214, adds up to 7. So this is a 7 year. And I'm feeling very much like my creative process, my creativity is going to be really coming to the top and being expressed this year, and I'm really feeling really excited about all the things that I've been desiring, that I've been creating inside of myself, as we are all our own creators. I'm really feeling excited and anticipatory, and I have this knowing that this is going to be the best year of my life, and I'm sending that out to you and wondering how that feels to you. We always like to look forward to a better year after the prior year as time moves along. But I'm really feeling that the heavens are lined up for us to, as human beings on this planet, the heavens have lined up to help us to really take advantage of this time of the energies that are coming forward now. And so take advantage of it in your life when you see an opportunity to do something different or do something that you've always wanted to do that may show up for you as an opportunity, as a little step in the right direction or a door opening. Take advantage of that right away, quickly, and you'll be surprised and you'll be pleased to know that that will be the beginning of this, how things can transform and transpire for you in this new year. So I just wanted to say a bit about New Earth Lifestyles. I started it in August of 2013. Thank you to Norm Moody and Friends, Norm and Friends show, for inviting me on there. And I received guidance some point down the road after being on Norm's show a few times to ask if I could have my own show. And that's when I found out that I needed a sponsor, and Lisa Ouellette came forward to sponsor me. And so here we are with New Earth Lifestyles. And this show is about the shifting of consciousness on the earth, the shifting of humanity's consciousness and subconscious and greater consciousness for a new world order. And life is meant to be fun and loving and happy. So why not shift your perspective? That's what this show is about, to help you shift your perspective to that end, to you enjoying your life and finding ways to overcome whatever blocks or whatever things might get in your way, whether it's emotional blocks or physical blocks in your life. This show is an opportunity for you to check in with yourself and find out how you can shift yourself, so that in effect that shifts others and the world around you when you make a change in your life. So this show is about having fun while loving all of life and all of our relations. So loving life, having fun, enjoyment. I really truly believe that that's why we're here. We're here to enjoy and to have fun, and our soul is here to grow or to evolve toward that end, toward having fun, toward enjoying life, toward being our own healer. And so my mission here is to explore new ways of living, just explore new ways of being, explore whatever new stuff might come along, as I've had some guests in the past that have given us new opportunities to look at things like Tongren or yoga or what was that, the Flower of Life healing process that Gail brought to us. Dawn's always bringing her tuning forks or other stuff that you don't normally see out there on network television or on cable. So that's what this show is about, giving you an opportunity to look at life from a different perspective, and new ways of being, and new thought processes to help us live our lives more fully, more joyfully, as I said, and more with love and compassion. Ultimately, to learn to love ourselves. For me to show you how I'm learning to love myself, and in that expands my awareness and expands my positive energy, my energy field, so that it helps others to then do the same thing, which is what I'm here for, to help you Pay attention to you. And not in a selfish way, but a self-caring way. Self-care. How are you taking care of your physical body? How are you taking care of your emotional body, your emotions? How are you taking care of your spiritual body? These are all levels of energy that we are as personalities, as characterologies on this earth plane. And so helping you to take a look at those things from a different perspective, giving you an opportunity to just check in and ask yourself, is this something I want to pursue or not? And go with it. Go from there. So another thing that came to my awareness over the holidays was that I watched a YouTube video which was very dramatic, and it was a real-life documentary. It was called, well, I don't want to say the name of it because it really affected me in a way that kind of shook my energy field. And it was a true documentary about a massacre actually out the west, a massacre of Lakota people, or Indians, Native Americans, back in Abraham Lincoln's time, and before a lot of the wars started, or during a lot of the wars between the Indians and the cavalry. And I watched this. It was an hour long, and it really shook me up. It really had an impact on me, and brought a lot of sadness into my field, into my heart, into my knowing. And I watched it late at night, so I went to bed with that on my brain, on my mind. And when I went to bed, so what we do is then it kind of goes in deeper as you go to sleep and so forth. And so for the next few days, I was kind of lethargic and depressed and unhappy. I don't know about depressed, but I was low. And I realized that probably was not a good thing for me to watch for my own psychological and spiritual health, because it pulled me down. It pulled my awareness and my consciousness and my compassion and my heart. It really pulled it down. Even though some people think it's good to know these things in this history, I really didn't need to know that. I really had no need to know all the details of this particular thing that happened. And there was a reenactment of it that was very dramatic, and also they rode horses from the reservation to the place where this happened in 2008 as a commemoration and honoring of this, and that was what the documentary was about. And so that's part of helping us look at, what are you watching on television? What are you reading in the newspaper? Or what books or magazines are you reading? All of that information comes into us, comes into our heart, comes into our energy field, and helps us be happy or unhappy, helps us to be true to ourselves or not, or whatever. And so that really was a wake-up call for me to pay more attention to what I'm watching on YouTube. I mean, it was my choice. I chose to watch it. It wasn't like I was a couch potato with a bunch of other people and watching something I didn't really want to watch. I had a desire to understand it, and then it really did affect me in the wrong way. So it woke me up to that fact that everything we put in our system, everything that comes into us, whether it's food we eat, whether it's ideas we take in from videos, whether it's something we're reading, that a suspense novel or some kind of a thing that we're reading, or a comic book or a magazine, all of that comes in and affects our consciousness. It affects the way that we are in the world. It can affect our happiness. In fact, it took me back to the time when I was still married, and my husband and I actually watched this movie, The Last of the Mohicans, which was tremendously violent. That was way back in early 90s probably, or mid-90s, 1990s, like 95, 96. And the next 3 days, we were at each other's throat. We were really violent toward each other, you could say, on a smaller level. But we noticed, we both said, wow, what happened? Oh, we watched that movie, and it brought that energy into our relationship. So that's a place for you to kind of look at your relationships, and are things that you're watching, things that you're bringing into your life, affecting your relationships in that way? And so we decided together to turn off the TV. So I haven't had a television since then. But I do now have YouTube videos that I can also key in on. I can still watch TV online if I wanted to. So, but there's a definite choice. So that's something for you to consider, is what you watch on television and what you're bringing into your energy. As 2014 moves forward, why not pay more attention to your own happiness, to your own compassion, to your own relationships. If you're in relationship with someone you care about, in a marriage or in a friendship, or even brothers and sisters, even parents and children, grandparents and children, and so forth, we're all in relationship with someone. And if you really love someone, taking care of yourself in this way helps that relationship grow stronger and more loving and more compassionate. And so that's something for you to consider. So let's take a gong on that one. So breathe. The year of the breath for me. Breathing. And when you breathe, you should be expanding your diaphragm when you breathe in. When you exhale, you should be sucking in your diaphragm, pushing your diaphragm out so it pushes the air out of your lungs. So diaphragmatic breathing is the best way to breathe. And breathing is very important, as I've said many times in the past. It helps, it puts oxygen into our bloodstream, and it's carried everywhere throughout our body, into our brain, into our muscles, into all of our organs, into our bones. Everything needs oxygen. And so taking some time to do some deep breathing and relaxing is very nourishing for your body, and it's free. It's very free. If something's going on in your life that is stressing you, if you're getting ready for a party, you're getting ready to go on a job interview, you are getting ready to meet someone new that you've never met before, and you're getting nervous, breathing can help you to slow down and at the same time enrich yourself, enrich your blood, enrich your whole inner being with the loving oxygen that the earth gives us freely every minute of our lives. And in so doing, allow that process that you're getting ready for to be gentle and it be easy and happen the way you desire it to happen. And so on that note, if you are preparing to meet someone or to go on a job interview or to do something new that you haven't done before that makes you a little on the nervous side, here's another opportunity that you have to help this happen the way you want it. So what I would suggest doing is, first of all, sit down and do some breathing and close your eyes and actually visualize how you want that event to transpire. What would be the best case scenario for this event that you're planning to go to? What would be the best case scenario for that how would that look for you? What would be the best thing to have happen? If you're looking for a job, the best thing would be a job. Not only the job, but the pay scale you want and the benefits you want and the exact job you want and the type of boss you want. So visualizing, seeing it in your mind's eye, playing a movie, creating a movie in your mind's eye. Imagine what you really, really want to have happen if you're meeting someone for the first time or you're going on a blind date or something that might just make you nervous or starting a new program. Visualize stepping through the door, the first awareness that you have of that event being exactly the way you want it, exactly how would feel good for you, but how would that feel the best for you? And not only visualizing that step, but visualize the whole process happening exactly how you want it, right to every minute detail. And then at the end, how are you going to feel when you walk away? How do you want to feel when you walk away from a job interview? You want to feel, yes. You want to feel, yes, I did it. This is great. I know I'm going to get the job. Or if you don't want the job, yes, I'm glad I did this, but that's not the job for me. So when you're walking away from whatever that is, if you're going on a blind date, say, do you want to finish the date, or do you want this person to be the one and the one person you've been waiting for, or you want it to just be a fun time and then go home and not see the person again, however you want it to be. And that is very powerful when you visualize what you want to have happen. Because when it comes to that day, you will be astounded to know that it will happen exactly as you visualize it. That can happen. There's I don't know what you'd call him, an old sage or an old wise man, but he wasn't that old. I think he was back in the 30s or the 40s. His name was Neville Goddard, Goddard, Neville, Neville. I think he was from Tobago or someplace out around the Caribbean basin. But he came to this country, and he had this amazing wisdom and these processes like this that he ran his life by, and he wrote some books on them, and they're very basic books, but they're very true. And this is one of the techniques that he teaches in his books, is visualizing how you want your event to happen in the future, exactly down to the detail. You might write it down first, write down all the details that you want to have happen, and then sit down maybe once a day, or just sit down once, align yourself, breathe, close your eyes, and visualize the scenario happening in your mind's eye exactly how you want it, and then have the conclusion of exactly how you want it to be concluded, how you want to feel when you walk away. So get in touch with that. So that's a very positive thing, a positive behavior that you can begin doing now in 2014 to begin to realize and create your life as you desire it in this moment, right now. Today is January 2, 2014, right in the beginning of the year. If you were to start a practice of doing that with everything you do in your life, but if you want to just start with one major thing, or one, maybe not even a major thing, maybe one minor thing. Maybe you're starting a new semester at school and you really want to learn whatever the program is teaching you, and you want to get an A, of course, you want to get an A on the course, and you want to learn everything exactly as you need it for whatever the purpose of the course is, of the program. So begin before you even start that class of, number one, getting along with the teacher, number two, being able to read whatever you need to read, and number three, doing your homework easily and effortlessly, and whatever other steps along the way will bring you to that A at the end of the course. That is very doable. The key, however, is that as you do this process, you're feeling exactly how you want to feel. Feelings are so important. Feeling what you want to feel as you're going along, feeling excited, feeling, yes, I'm doing it, or whatever you can name for positive emotions, and let yourself, as you're visualizing these things, really feel how you want to feel. And it will come to pass if you believe it. If you believe what I'm telling you is true, and if you try it on a small thing and you believe it, like this, one of the small normal things that we do is we visualize a place to park when we go somewhere. Before we get there, we visualize a parking space at the front row, wherever you want, by the door. There's one way to practice, a small way, is doing that. Visualize where you're going and visualize a space there and let it go. But know, when you're doing your visualizing, know and believe and feel the excitement of, yes, I did it. Yes, it's there. Feel that, and it will be there. It will be there for you. And if that's happening for you, please do give me a call and confirm some way. I'd love to hear from you out there. And I wanted to say thank you to the person that called me last Monday that told me that there was no sound on the show. So thank you very much for that. And thank you to the other people who've called me. Is it, let's see, Jen Judy called me to say he was a fan of the show. Hope you're out there today listening, watching rather. And there were some other people, Elaine, I think, and some other people that have called me. Thank you for calling me. And I really love to hear from you and hear how you're doing on this process of however life is for you in 2014. So I like to stop and breathe every now and then. So one thing that happened last year was Annette Funicello, one of the original Mouseketeers from my era, passed away. She was one of the Mouseketeers when Walt Disney first began. The Mickey Mouse Club was one of the things on TV that we used to watch all the time, and people, they had young people dressed up with Mickey Mouse ears, and I don't know, I even remember what they all did, but we watched it all the time because that was the show to watch, the Mickey Mouse Club and the Mouseketeers, the Mouse Musketeers. And so when she passed away, it was this like a piece of history, kind of ending, kind of coming to a close. So I send all my blessings out to her family and to all of us, all of those who remember Annette Funicello. And I was trying to think of the young man that was with her, but there were many Musketeers. I think that Kurt, Goldie Hawn's husband, Kurt Russell, I think he started out as a Musketeer. And so those things do happen. I mean, people are shedding their physical body all the time, and that's just normal, but it does bring up memories and brings up appreciation for the past, and also appreciation for what that taught me in my life as far as ways to have fun, ways to enjoy life with Mickey Mouse and the Mouseketeers. And I know there's a new movie out about Walt Disney, who created Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Goofy and Pluto and all those. So I haven't seen that movie yet, but I think I would like to. It's about the making of Mary Poppins, I believe. So, all good, clean fun. Oh, let's see, where else are we today? Okay. January 2nd, 2014. So I have some really good goals that I am planning on coming into fruition this year. They're already beginning. I have a workshop coming up in January on the 18th, and I have been visualizing 7 people signing up, and right now I have 5. So, and the deadline for the discounted price is Sunday. So I'm way ahead of the game on that visualization. I really visualize 7 people, or more than 7 to 9 people, and so I'm well on my way to achieving that one goal of the right amount of people in my workshop. So I know that this can happen for you too. And what else do we want to talk about as far as this new year? It's always the place of resolutions. I can't say that I do resolutions. I think I might have tried them a few times, but I end up not following through with them. So I don't really call them resolutions. I'm really looking at this year, 2014, as being a year for my creativity and hopefully your creativity to flourish and to come out and bloom and be seen in the world, and however that looks for you. And being creative can be as creative as whatever you make for your meals, creating your own meals. It can be creating artwork. It can be creating a new job. It can be whatever you do in your job. That can be a very creative process, how you do that. Creating new friends, creating new relationships. There's a huge gamut of different ways to create, and I believe that this is the year for creation. We are our own creator. We are all made from our creator, made from God, you could say, or the higher power or source energy. We are all source energy, and that makes us creators, and so we can create anything we want if we put our mind to it, if we focus on it, if we believe in it, if we put all of our attention in it and believe with all our heart and soul that it's true. So one of the things that I do as I get people signing up for my workshops, I really rejoice. I say thank you for coming into my workshop, and thank you for fulfilling my vision. My vision is coming true. Thank you. Gratitude, appreciation. If you can understand what that feels like, what gratitude feels like in your body, if you can find a way of thinking about gratitude or appreciation, thinking about it long enough or in a way that helps your body to tingle or your body to feel the emotion, really feel it in your body, feel it washing through you, That is the way that you materialize what you want, by feeling the gratefulness. And that is really another good way to start the year, is being, like I've said that in the past, maybe the last time, maybe every time. I just like talking about breathing. Breathing and gratitude those are two mainstays of creating the life you want, creating life how you want it. Being grateful for everything, grateful for the air you breathe, grateful for the bed you sleep in when you wake up in the morning, grateful for wherever you live, grateful for your clothes, grateful for the heart that's in your body, grateful for your hands, grateful for everything, anything that you can think of. But when you are grateful, feel the gratitude, feel it in your body. You don't just say the words rotely. Saying the words rotely does not really materialize them for you, but feeling the gratitude puts an energy to it. It adds a positive energy to it that only builds upon itself to help it come into fruition, to help things really come into fruition for you. Being grateful for everything you have, and that also helps to tune your energy field for the day. So gratitude, appreciation, giving thanks for everything you have, that's another great way, another great method, wonderful, easy method. Easy, it's so easy to do. You can do it throughout your day. You can do it as you're driving. You can be grateful for your car. You can be grateful for your ability to drive. You can be grateful for your engine, or you can be grateful for the roads that are, how the roads are. Be grateful that you have roads. Some places in the world don't even have roads to drive their car on. So, that gratitude and appreciation, learn what it feels like in your body, and practice letting that wash over your body as often as you can throughout your day, from the time you get up until the time you go to bed. Or maybe it is just when you get up and just when you go to bed. That's okay too. But however that is for you, find the way of feeling the gratitude and feeling the appreciation, feeling the love, and your life will definitely shift and definitely change. So I'm hoping to have someone new on the show next week. I haven't contacted them yet, but look forward to seeing you somewhere down the line, and I hope life is good for you in 2014, and I hope that you enjoyed your holidays in 2013. So let's have another gong of the 7 metals bowl. And if you have a gong at home that will help you to go deep into meditation or deep into your breathing, all the better. And you can even just take a glass and ding it with your finger. That's got a nice ring to it, a nice crystal goblet, or just a regular glass if you need something to gong for some sound, because sound is a really healing vibration. So until next time, thanks for being with me. Have a great week, and I look forward to talking with you and seeing you soon. Be well.